Alright, so here we are in the MyEquinal.App interface. So what you'll see is the text alerts option and the online entry option. So just real quick, if you haven't already set up your horses or riders in here, just click on there and go ahead and add a rider. For this case, we're just going to go ahead and add David Costello. And then it's going to search the database and give you the options for David. So make sure that when you're selecting names that you select the correct one. So obviously I know that this one is the correct one for Dave. Then we're going to go ahead and add a horse in here for it. And this is a horse that he showed at the futurity. So I'm going to add Kit Katting Around. Then it's going to search the database and it's going to find that horse and show the owner. You can see the year there. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And then if you want to add more horses or riders, just click the plus sign. And to add another horse, just click on any down here, and I'm going to select another one that he showed. And so there's Isla Stargarn, owned by Leslie Gillette. I'm going to select that, and now I've got some horses and a rider in there. So now to go ahead and start the online entry process, we're going to go ahead and click on online entry. We're going to select the show that we want to do the entries for. Obviously there's two options in here, so we're going to select the Outback Cutting. It's automatically going to populate one of your horses that's in your account already. You can click on that, and in the drop down it's going to automatically show you any other horses that you have in your account. So if we do want to go ahead and add Kit Katting Around, rider is David Costello. If we need to change the rider, we can click the drop down. We only have one rider in our drop down, but if you want to add in owners' names, if you're going to be doing their entries, or if this is for a loper doing trainer, you can add in multiple trainer names in there. You can also add in a new name, and it's going to automatically select that from the database, just like it did the horses when we set up those in the account. So we're going to leave this for Dave. You're going to see here a list of classes. These are all the eligible classes for this horse and this rider. So for Thursday, it shows you the 4-year-old open. Because the Outback is doing co-sanctioned shows with WCHA, you're going to be able to see both the NCHA Open and the WCHA Open, as well as the Senior World Tour. We haven't set all the rules for the WCHA, so it is showing the non-pro here, which obviously Dave is not a non-pro rider, but for a normal NCHA only show, you wouldn't see that there if he's not eligible. So let's just go ahead. These are 4-year-olds, so I'm going to go ahead and enter the 4-year-old concurrent, which means it's both in the open and in the intermediate. And then I'm going to go ahead for Friday, select concurrent as well, and Saturday the same thing. And then Sunday there's no aged events, so this horse we're only going to show those first 3 days. I'm going to go down here and click enter, and then it's going to go ahead and show me my entries. If I need to make any changes here, I can hit the trash can, delete them, whatever I need to do before I send it in. You don't need to pay it this time. This is just to get the entries into the system. You can go ahead and put in, if you need the check to be made out, any winnings checks to be made out to the owner or anybody else. It will automatically default to the owner, but if you need them to be paid out to the trainer or to whoever else, you can add that name in there. And then if we've got more entries to do, we can go ahead and enter more. Then we're going to select the other horse, and it's going to update the owner, and we're going to go ahead and select the open concurrent, which is both the open and the intermediate, and it's got the discount for the cattle charge in there. And then we're going to do the same for Friday, Saturday, and then let's say on Sunday we want to go ahead and enter the novice. We can go ahead and select that there as well. If we want to enter in the Senior World Tour, we can do that. We'll put bull in there. And so now we've got those all in there. I'm going to go ahead and enter the Senior World Tour on this one as well. Then what we're going to do is just go ahead and click enter, and then it's going to show all our entries here together, so that way you can kind of check everything. If you're happy with those and you're ready to send them in, you can go ahead and click check, or if you want to enter more, you can enter more. So we're going to go ahead and send in check. And normally for aged events or other shows where you do pay online, you would see payment info here, but for these weekend shows, it's mainly just to get the entries in. All checks will be paid at the show when you check out. So all the entry fees will be paid right there, and all the payouts will be paid there. And then we're going to go ahead and submit entries. And then once we've submitted those entries, we're going to see a confirmation here on our screen. and it's going to show everything there. And then we're also going to be getting an email, which I'll pull up here in a minute. So here is my latest email from MyEquinal, and it shows me the confirmations for all the entries that I just did with the total due. So you're going to get a confirmation on the app as well as through your email that's assigned to that account. And that's as easy as it is. If you do need to make any scratches once you've entered these horses, you will need to contact the secretary, in this case Karen Birdwell, and let her know that those scratches need to be made or any changes. She'll need to do that manually on her end. This is not something that you can edit from your end once those entries have been sent in. All right, well there it is. That's how simple it is. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me by email, mark@performancehorsecentral.com, or you can send me a text or give me a call at 940-328-2550.